Good evening, how are you? I'm Naoma STaley, owner and operator of Naoma STaley LLC. Our vision is to eliminate isolation and poverty in southern New Mexico by 2084. We hope to do that by doing capacity building with entrepreneurs and startups and small businesses, particularly supporting women and youth and members of the LGBTQIA community. I am a resident of Las Cruces, New Mexico. I am a member of the LGBTQIA community, and I am a woman, but with an X, because I consider myself gender nonconforming, and my preferred pronoun is they. I'm coming to you this evening to do a brief introduction about what it is that Naoma STaley LLC does, and then to segue into a project that you're going to see coming up in the next few weeks and days. Well, actually, you kind of already know what we do. We do capacity building for entrepreneurs and startups. I do something I call brand coaching, which really involves if you're at the very beginning stages of starting your business and it's starting to form into something that you want to share with others. Hey, I've been there, and I have some experiences I'd love to share with you, and I always love to listen and ask questions. I can coach you into what your vision and mission may be and kind of the direction you want to go in. Therefore, the persona you need to project into the world to help others understand you and what you're doing. That's where I am right now. Who knows where we'll be in the future. When I was young, probably until from a month old to about, actually, I lived in Southern California, Escondido area. So that's near San Diego, for those of you who are not Southern Californians. When I lived in Escondido, I lived just down the street from an avocado orchard and some orange orchards and my school, street away. And I have some really strong memories from my childhood. Foremost among them is receiving a publication in the in the newspaper, there we go, that talked about transracial and transnational adoption. And so I was 7 years old when we got that piece of mail. I have it in my box of keepsakes over here, actually. When I saw it, it really crystallized a vision of a family that I would have someday. I thought my family could look like that. It could be from all over, and I could show love to all the peoples. Now, having entered into sociology and women's studies as an adult, I recognize that there's some privilege moments coming into play there, and that there's some white savior complex in there. Yes. So that definitely has had to be worked on in my adulthood. One thing that hasn't happened is my desire to adopt has not gone away. So the other day, somebody turned 35, and I realized that without even knowing it, when that little 7-year-old kid was, sitting at the front of her house overlooking what seemed like the world in her split-level home in Southern California, right beside an avocado orchard, that little kid envisioned herself being a mother by the time they were my age. And that this person, whoever they are, still working on that one, is disappointed to not be a mother yet. I've been wrestling with it for several years now, not being a mother. And the other day was frustrated with being stuck still. And so I decided to #thanks mom, make a list. And I made a list. I think my top 3 regrets about not being a parent are not getting to name another human being, because I have a phenomenal list of names, not getting to and share my passions with, and then the third is not having anybody to read bedtime stories to. My mother and even my grandmother read us bedtime stories. My grandma recorded herself reading the Chronicles of Narnia. My mom read us the Chronicles of Narnia, and she read us J.R.R. Tolkien, Lord of the Rings, and The Hobbit, and she read all these other things. It was amazing. In the dimly lit bedroom with the little clicky on, you know, the lights that go click, 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 that little thing back and forth. Anyways, I would watch her mouth move and the tip of her nose move as she would pronounce different words, and I would just become entranced with the way it changed as I paid more and more attention to it. And when I made this list of things I was sad about with not being a mother, getting to read to kids was definitely in the top 3. About a month, maybe 2 ago, I think that a principal out east became popular on Facebook for going on Facebook Live and reading to her students every night. And she has inspired me because I deeply long to be able to have someone to read to, and because Naoma STaley LLC is about reducing isolation in southern New Mexico. I've decided that I'm going to get online and I'm going to read every so often to folks for their bedtime story. I'm going to go ahead and jump on at probably something close to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time so that it'll hit all the time zones. For some reason my YouTube account doesn't want to let me go live, so instead I'll pre-record and then it'll have it up each evening. It's going to be super simple. Me just taking a book and reading said book. No pictures probably, just words. For me, it's part of sharing a part of myself that I'm not ready to give up. I like reading out loud, and I want to have kids to read to. But you know what? Kids aren't the only ones who like to be read to. Adults like it too. So, my selection of books will vary from short kiddo books to long, more involved books. I think that's it. If you would like to subscribe to this channel, go ahead. It's the Go With Wonder channel. I'm Naoma. Give this video a like if you'd like, and share it with anyone that you think might be interested in having some bedtime stories read to them. Thank you. Bye.